Hi guys, this is Pradeep. Welcome to another blog. So today we will discuss about all the month-end activities, month-end closing activities. I know it will not possible to explain every all the month-end activities in one blog, so I'm going to create one series. First I will take into the month end activities, then another series I will generate or I will create for year end activities. So this one is the first video of our month end activities. So let's go into the system and check what are the activities are there. So I have prepared a couple of examples for your better clarity, and you will find that in every interview definitely a couple of questions will be there from year end and month end activities. As you know, depreciation execution for asset accounting is one of our month end activities. That means user need to run the depreciation every month, so that the depreciation will be calculated and will be posted. Again, this concept is different in ECC and S4, because in ECC when the depreciation will be execution will be done, so that time system is going to calculate the depreciation, whereas in S4, because of fat table, so depreciation is already calculated in the beginning, and in month end it will be only transferring the data from or the depreciation from the fat table to AC docket table. I'm not going to that into, again, that is a different concept. So here we will run the depreciation for one particular asset or for a couple of assets, and that will be one of our month end activities. But I will not run the depreciation because I'm going to take my next example. So simultaneously I'm going to show you both the that means depreciation run as well as the revaluation. So this one I will show you coming to the next point, that is my revaluation. So what is revaluation and why we need to do this activity? So revaluation either increasing or decreasing of your asset value. So why we need this revaluation of assets? So there can be many reasons, like adjusting any like your asset value with current values, or because of, if it is, let's say, building, because of reconstruction, we need to do the revaluation of asset. Now let's check this particular asset in system. Okay, so right now you can see it is a 500 revaluation cost is there, and this 500 we are going to record. But let me show you in the system directly. So right now I am in asset report. So this is we are doing the revaluation of a particular asset, but I'm not going to select any particular asset. I'm just going to run the revaluation report, which is our month end activities. But just for your reference, so this is one asset is there, 1005. This is the asset, and if I will check my GL report. So this is my GL report, and for your reference, I'm doing a revaluation as per one particular accounting principle, and this accounting principle is local gap. So as per the local gap, I'm doing the revaluation. So what is my asset value? So asset value is, for your reference, 4200, and I'm doing a revaluation of 500. So asset cost should be 4700, but here I can't see anything here. So this is one transactions I posted. So this transaction you can see here, although couple of transactions are there, but we will only refer the transaction which is posted related to this asset, and which is 4200. So 4200 is your debit entry, and this one you can see in your asset balance. But if I will check my asset balance, or this is my AR01 report, here I can see 4700. But if I will check my asset report, here I can't see any 4700, whereas I can see the 4200. The purchase value I can see here 4200, and this was uh, purchased related to one particular asset. Multiple transactions are there, maybe you are getting a little bit confused, but just take the figure 4200. Similarly, if I will check my revaluation of asset, this is the account revaluation of asset. So 2017, you can see here also I have selected that one, but I'm not getting anything here. So why I'm not getting this information? Because the month end activity is not yet done, so asset revaluation not done. But configuration, it's done already. Asset revaluated, so that I can see in the asset report, but nowhere in the books of accounts I can't see. In the GL entry I can't see, revaluation I can't see. So it will appear once I will run the depreciation. So now I'm going to run the depreciation, so that I will show you both the month end activities together. One is your depreciation run as well as the asset revaluation. So I'm going to run the depreciation, and I'm not selecting any particular asset. I'm just going to run the depreciation for this month, that is for the month of June. FAV, that is one of the month end activities. So I will select here my financial year. Then posting period, I'm following April to March for your reference. That means it is 3 posting period, and I will select with test run. Multiple entries are there, no need to worry for this. So that means we are going to run the depreciation. So I got the output, so there is no error, but I can see the revaluation entry is there, revaluation of asset. So revaluation of asset 500. So 4,200 plus 500, that was 4,700, which was there in my asset report. And the same I can see here related to my asset number, related to my asset number 1005. So this it's showing, it's not only that 500 asset revalue, the corresponding depreciation also will appear here, that is related to asset number 5. So for asset number 5, so two entries you can see here, because the asset was acquired last month and the last month depreciation was also not posted. This is another benefit in S4, so that it's not required that every month you need to run the depreciation. So like in this case, depreciation for May is not yet executed, but system is not going to stop me, so I can run the depreciation for last month and current month. So once I will run the depreciation, so you will find that depreciation, of course, it will be posted, plus asset will be reevaluated. So I'm going to get the asset revaluation entry, plus I'm going to get all the GL account entry. So related to this particular business example, I can see two output. So one will be my AFAB entry and second one will be my asset revaluation entry. For this, what is the prerequisite? The prerequisite, you should have the end-to-end asset configuration should be there, all your depreciation configurations, everything, all integrations, everything, plus your revaluation configuration is also there, so that when we are going to do the month-end activities related to revaluation, so we can run it and we can see this revaluation in our books of accounts, which right now only it's showing in our asset report. So simply I'm just going to run my depreciation with actual run. So I will remove the test run and execute in background. Done. Let's see the output. So 500 updated, revaluation account updated, this entry updated, plus I should get the depreciation entries also. Depreciation GL is not yet selected, so that's why it is not coming. I need to select that GL to depreciation. Yeah, this one 2009, that also I need to add here. But if I will select leading ledger, you will not get anything, because I am not doing the revaluation as per my other accounting principle or with my leading ledger. Just for your reference, let's run leading ledger. You will not see any impact. No, revaluation is not there for your leading ledger. So this is the again beauty of S4. So per a particular accounting principle, for a particular ledger, we can do the whatever we want. It's revaluation only one example, anything. So you can capitalize your asset as per a particular ledger or as per accounting principle. Back to our example. So we will check the ledger entries too. So non-leading ledger is the revaluation I'm doing, and here I'm going to add my depreciation entry. Let's check that too. 2009. So accumulated depreciation updated, my revaluation entry 500 also done, and my APC balance also earlier it was updated. So this is my asset report. This is my asset report 4,700, and check your asset APC account. APC account 4,200 plus 500 is your revaluation entry 4,700, and accordingly your depreciation entry also posted. So this is my asset explorer. Right now you can see 4,700. Then already we checked our depreciation postings and the revaluation and the corresponding GL entries. So this is one of your activities, which is your revaluation of asset that we verified, plus simultaneously also we checked our depreciation example also. So this is two like your very important month-end activities related to asset accounting. Now let's come to the next point. Few points are there which are exclusively it is there in ECC, because it's not there in S4. So one is your AJRW. AJRW means when we are going to your change fiscal year change. So that one, that time earlier in ECC we used to perform this activity AJRW. Right now if I will enter this one, you will not find anything. So this T code is not working. In S4 it is not there, it is no more, it is available, because in S4 we are going to do in a different way, so if you are aware about your new asset accounting, then you are there. So we are going to do this one through the legacy transfer in a different way we are doing, but earlier it was there in our ECC. So comparison point of view, if this question will be there, maybe you can highlight this one, that is your fiscal year change AJRW, which was there one of our activities in our ECC. If you want, let me show you in EC system. This is my EC system, and in EC system, this particular activity is there, that is related to AJRW and related to asset accounting. So under periodic processing, because all are your month-end activities, and here you will find that fiscal year change, which is no more available in S4. Keep in mind, it is no more available in S4, but it was there in our ACC. So where we are want to change our fiscal year. Similarly, the next one is account reconciliation. That is also there when there will be asset acquisition externally, whether it is through finance or whether it is through logistic. So that time this one is also applicable, ABST2. Again, this is not there in S4. It is only applicable in ACC, because in S4 we have the technical clearing account. The moment we are going to have the asset acquisition entry, operation entry, so with reference to that operation we are going to have the asset entry. So let me first show you in ACC, then similarly I will show you in S4, because in S4 the ABST2 is no more available. So you can find this one, ABST2. So reconciliation between your operation document and asset document, and if you'll check this one in S4, again you will not find this one. This is my S4 system. If I will try to enter here, suppose ABST2, this is reconciliation between your operation document and ledger. So it's no more available. Then how we are doing the reconciliation? Through the technical clearing account. To understand this one, let me show you. Here SAP is saying that your reconciliation between GL and asset is by design. That means automatic. But again, for that we have to activate the new asset accounting. We have to configure it, and we have to configure the technical clearing account. So this one, maybe if this question will be there, then you can do a comparison between ECC and S4, but this particular concept is no more available in S4, but it was there in your ECC. ABST2, reconciliation between GL and asset. So in S4, how we are doing this one? Let me take one document related to asset. Let me take this document, suppose. So this concept is applicable when we are going to acquire the asset externally. Great. So this one, let me take this one. So here you will find the asset accounting view, and here I acquired the asset, although it is acquired through finance, but if it is through logistic also, same concept is applicable. Now this one is my operation document. This one is my operation document, and with reference to the document number 19005, we have the asset document is there. So this is my asset document, and with reference to my ledger, with reference to my accounting principle, if I have other accounting principles, then I can also get the same reference document, same document reference document, that is 19005. With reference to that, I got my asset document. So this one is my asset document. So this is replacement of your ABST2. So this one is no more available. So that is why always we are saying that S4, a lot of month-end activities are simplified, and reconciliation is one of them. So we dropped here. One is your AJRW, not applicable. Then ABST2, that one is not applicable. Now let me check the next point. But in ECC, it is one of the month-end activities. Then AJAB, that is your balance carry forward, fiscal year close. So if you are going to check your ECC, again, this one is also there, AJAB. But again, in S4, it is not there, because in S4, asset will be merged with your GL. So once you are going to run FA, GL, GV, TR, so automatically asset balance also carry forward will be there. So that is why AJAB also no more available in S4. So delta depreciation is also not there. So that is also one of the month-end activities in ECC. It is there. So this one is not applicable, because in S4 all your depreciation areas are real-time depreciation posting. So that is why this one is not applicable. So but in ECC it is one of our month-end activities. So in ECC this is one of your month-end activities. This one is one of the month-end activities. This one, and AJRW, that is also there. So these are not applicable. Only applicable is AFAB, which we have checked here, depreciation run, and also the revaluation process. That is also applicable both in ECC and S4, and the concept is same. So we verified depreciation run. We checked the revaluation of asset. This is one of the activities, your period activities. This one already we have tested. Then this one done. Then coming to another example, it is not related to asset, but it is related to our procurement. That is your GRIR analyzing. The GRIR is IR grouping. So what is this GRIR grouping? For example, let's say you have. Let me go to a GL account first. GRI regrouping applicable. Normally, we know that first we are going to have purchase order, then we are going to have the GR, then with reference to GR, invoice we are going to receive. So sometimes let's say goods received but invoice not received. That means in that case we have GR entries are there. So in your GRIR account you will find the credit entries because inventory debit and GRR credit, but simultaneously invoice not yet received. And maybe opposite also. For example, invoice received but GRIR or goods not received. So in that case, you will find the GRIR debit entries. If this both the entries are there, like in your GRIR account, you have debit entries or credit entries are there, and it is month end. So next, what we are going to do? So we are going to do the regrouping of GRIR accounts, and simultaneously accordingly we are going to carry forward this balance, and next month accordingly we are going to proceed with the further activities. Now, for practical example, let's take one GRIR account, and that GRIR account, I don't know whether it is we have a debit balance or credit balance. So we will check that one, and we will do a GRIR regrouping, and accordingly, whatever activities required that we need to perform here. So this is my GRIR account, and this GRIR account, I can see there is a 520 credit balance is there. Although I have selected here the all items, but seems like there is no debit entries. That means there is no GRIR debit entries. That means here invoice not received. So I don't have any item where I have received the invoice, whereas the goods not yet received. Only all these items are GR entries, means goods received but invoice not received. So let's run it. So again, now this is your month end activities. So I need to run the F.19 here for our GRIR account, and GRIR account is 3004 for company code GRIR clearing account, and key date, let's take here today's month end date because it is month end activity. So today's month end date. So suppose we will run a batch. You can use any ledger. So I will take operation ledger, leading ledger, and this date I will take month end date. 3, that is third month, April to March reporting, and this will be reversal posting date, and execute. Let's see the output. So I can see 520 there was difference was there in my GR account, and here also I can see the 520 difference, but I can see all are my GNB entries. So I hope you should have idea on this GNB entries. GNB entries means these are items which where we have the GR receipt. Okay, so in that case, like if there are so many entries are there, but if we will take consolidated entry, so that means in this case inventory debit entries there 520 as debit, and GRIR having credit entry 520. So this is the 520 credit entries there. Then after that, invoice not received for all these purchase documents. So for all these purchase document, there is no invoice received. But let's say invoice receipt, but there is no other items like your invoice receipt, but goods are not there. So in that case, you will find some debit entries are also there. So in this case, we have to go for GRI regrouping, and accordingly, once it will be done. Now, suppose let's say I'm going to process the invoice for 520, then balance will be 0. But after 0, this is one of your month end activities. Then after that, you are going to run the batch because we have generated the batch. So you are going to execute the batch. And after that, uh, let's say invoice receipt. So we are going to clear through invoice also next month or same month. So obviously the invoice will receive next month because it is next month entry, and for this month we are going to just regrouping our GRR account. So but I'm going to process the invoice, so that one more month end activities I am going to show here. So here I can see 520. Now let me check. I have generated the batch. This one just now I created this batch and let's process it. Batch processed. Now in this case, there is no debit entry, so that's why you are not finding a difference. But when you will practice, you intentionally add some debit entries related to GRR, and simultaneously you will find some uh, debit and credit entries will be combined together, and you are going to have your regrouping of GRR account. Now in this case, I can see there is invoices are pending for these different items. Now let me quickly post this invoice so that I will show you another month-end activities. So that means here my row is pending. So I need to complete my row entry for these purchase documents. So this is my your recon account. This one is my recon account. This is my vendor and this is my GL account. This is my GRIR account and this is my recon account means accounts payable and this is my supplier vendor. So quickly let me post the invoices. So one invoice posted. Now you can see your GRR account balance reduced. Similarly, quickly let me process the other two invoices. So I have processed all the invoices. Now let me refresh it. But still you can see this GRR account 0. So previous example was F.19 that was GRR regrouping. Now let's say GRR regrouping done. And also we found that and next we received the invoice and invoice process. Now this GRR account having the 0 balance, but still it is not cleared. So if right now impact will be less, so GRR account 0 balance, but every time when you will run the GRR account you will find these open items will be there because already these items having equally credit entries and debit entries are processed, but these GRR entries are not yet cleared. So here this is also one more activities. This is related to GRIR clearing process, so we need to also complete that one. F.13. Select your GL account. So we are clearing the GRR account 3004. Automatic clearing of this GL account. Remove test run. Now you can see all this GRR account is converted into green entries. That means all these GRR account convert into cleared items. So this is also one of your month-end activities. So related to GRR account, I have shown you two examples. So one is your regrouping of GRR account. That was a different example. Same GRR account I continued for the F.13 also. Coming to another example, this is CK24. So whenever you are going to do the release of your, let's say you have calculated your cost, your product cost of production calculated, your plant cost is calculated. Now you are going to release your price, the price you have released. So then you can see one picture is there. That means it is already done. But I will show you that in the system. So that means after CK24, first you will do the marking, and after that you are going to do the release. So after marking, next will be release. And once you will release it, then after that, sometimes you will get the error, or it's not error actually. That means the revaluation of your price is required, and that is known as your price change. So if there is a price change, then there will be also one logistic document will be there, and with reference to that logistic document, the accounting document will be there. Now let's check this one in the system. So I want to see a price change document. All these configurations, all these examples are from my live sessions only. So, but I'm extracting these questions, or these questions will be there. Practical questions you will get in your interview only. So I want to show you one price change document. So here multiple entries are there because of multiple production receipt and all. And this one is the our required document, because I know this is the price change PR document. So this is the document. So here CK24 is already done. And with reference to that, we got it. This accounting. But what is the source document? If you check the relationship browser, this is my source document. So this is your price change document. Let's take one item. Let's take the first item, suppose. Okay, so if we'll check this first item, and if we'll go to our accounting document, so the price changed, the inventory price changed. So that means your this is inventory raw materials, raw material account debited, and your gain and loss. This is another one. It is related to finished stock. It's a different entry, but in the same process, like all these inventories are reevaluated. So that's why it's showing. But if we'll particularly, if we'll check this particular item, that means our this one, material number 36. So if you want to analyze this one, so you will find here that means initially the price of our inventory was 1000, and after this revaluation, after this revaluation, the price is changed. So you can see this, because of this new price, now your closing inventory is, because of this revaluation, your closing inventory is 1030. So when user is going to run the report, so that time user not going to select particularly one item. So user is just going to take here CK24. Okay, and here user is going to select the company code and the plant information for a particular month, and just to execute, release and execute. As per your configurations, wherever the changes are there, in which material the changes are there, then it is going to applicable all, and simultaneously you are going to have the logistic document and accounting document. But this is the impact. So once the changes will be there, so you can see this price also changed. So this is also one of the our revaluation is one of the our accounting, revaluation of our product price change, plant price change. Again, similarly, variance calculation, variance settlement, that is also related to our. So this video, this series, I'm going to continue further, because in one, if everything I will add, so it will be too lengthy. So simultaneously, once I'm explaining this concept, you also try in your existing company code and try these scenarios, because definitely you will find this type of questions in your interview, like your month-end activities. Month-end activities related to any here it is not only finance, I'm also going to add the logistic part. Okay, so I hope you like this type of videos. If you have any feedback, any comments, feel free to add in the comments, or mail me. I will address in my next video. Thank you very much.